What's good with the YouTube, man? It's your boy Rojo, Convict's Perspective. I'm joined by my co-host Flacco, and today we got a special guest. I'm sure once you see, you already know it's ILLUMINATE in the house. But man, Flacco, man, let's kick this off, man. What can we learn from this gentleman?
Well, in the beginning, the first questions I have for ILLUMINATE, right? I did a little bit of research. I've been following him as far as his Christian rap, which straight goes, man. He got some straight fire, man. So I did a little research, man, because I knew he was active with Thizz Latin and all that. But I want to touch in the beginning of this interview is I want to talk about, about you growing up, man. How let's know your story in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, so I grew up in, the Richmond, San Pablo area. Upbringing, basically, living in a place like that, not having a little more melanin in my skin didn't really work out for me too well as a kid on the block. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I had to learn to toughen up real fast, man. My pops and my moms, they split when I was 3. My dad was a musician with Tower of Power. My pops was a drummer. You know what I'm saying? My mom's was a waitress and everything, but my pops was also, he got hooked on heroin in the music industry, man. So my dad, fought an addiction for a long time. So I didn't really, have too much of a steady relationship with him. I seen him like on Thanksgiving and, and Christmas. And other than that, like the rest of the year, it was just me and moms. So, growing up in Richmond, man, I started banging by the age of 12, found a sense of security with the Homeboys. Started doing that, man, looking for love in all the wrong places.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Looking for acceptance in the streets, man. And I just happened to find that with the Homeboys, man. So, man, by the time I'm 15, I'm rapping, you know what I mean? We're on the block, hanging out, you know what I mean? And plus, that whole time, man, I'm going back and forth to juvenile hall. I'm catching cases left and right. I'm violating probation all the time, man. I spent more time of my teenage years in juvenile hall than I did on the streets, man, to be honest with you. And, I never seemed to learn my lesson, man. I always kept on going back out there, man, looking for love, man, looking for acceptance. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. As I look back, I'm like, dang, man, I always had identity crisis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can look back on it. You feel me? But, I stuck with the music thing, man. And by the time I'm 18, man, signed a record deal. So, I ended up getting real good at it, man. You know what I mean? And started making a lot of noise in the Bay. Pretty much was like a ghetto famous store, you know what I'm saying, in the streets of Richmond,
right,
and the surrounding areas and everything, man. And that was pretty much just my life, man. Just banging and doing music, man.
So let me ask you something, right? You used to go by Nasty Nate. That was your handle, your previous name. I know you no longer live by that today, right? But for the viewers out there, tell us a little bit about the beginning of Thizz Latin and Black and Brown. How that music was pushed, man.
So I was there when it was still Black and Brown, but like that unit, man, just Gold Toes and Kilo Kurt, and then Miami, and we had always seen each other. It seemed like every time we went to City Hall over there, it's a distribution company, right? And just they had, even if you go back to 17 Reasons, man, like there was always some unity there between them.
That CD was so dope.
Oh my God! To this day, it's still classic. 18
Cracker,
too, bro. All of them, Rider Thug, Black and Brown Rider Thugs, all of them, bro. Like Julio's got a great ear, bro. He can put together some albums, man. He really can.
No doubt.
But they just decided, man, to actually come together, like, and really unite Black and Brown, because Gold Toes had the Latin side, and Thizz that movement just, you seen how it took off, bro. That thing like skyrocketed, bro. There was no stopping that for years, bro. Anything that you had that Thizz Nation stamp on was selling, bro. Period. Yeah. So it just they just from having a genuine relationship, man. And then when Thizz Latin happened, man, like that's when we did 17 with a Thizz. That was the first project under Thizz Latin, and that took off too, man. Like like literally everywhere, bro. Like you just seen posters everywhere in the Bay, bro. We just had that thing saturated, man. We just beat the streets, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so going on with that, right? I guess being part of Thizz Latin, right, Black and Brown, but you were still out there also in the streets doing your hustles, man. Out there game banging and all that, man. How deep in the mix did you get while you were out there?
You know what, man? I never ever wanted to make being a homeboy my career. You know what I'm saying? Like I never aspired for that to happen, to be honest with you. Like I'm not gonna front. I mean, I can only be who I am. You feel me? I mean,
Right.
I was down for my hood. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I was down, you know what I'm saying, as a northerner, but I never wanted to be like a North Day rapper, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I always felt like if I was to go there, that it would like kill my career to really go and blow up or really take it further. You feel me?
A lot of
Because
doors would be closed.
yeah, because I actually came in the game with Darkroom Familiar, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the first project I was on was called The Brown Area. It was a compilation they did back in the day. And then after that, like Duke and Crooked, you know what I mean? This was after they did the GUN CD and everything. They were getting ready to do another CD for the Homeboys. And like they offered to pay me some bread to do some songs. But I told them, I was like, hey man, I appreciate the offer, man, but I'm not gonna kill my career like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why I even thought that, because here I am, my actions in the streets, bro. I'm basically doing the polar opposite. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? It's like I esteem my career as being better, but I guess I didn't look at my life like my life was worth more. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
So basically what you're saying, right? This is what I'm gathering. This makes total sense. And this shows your business acumen and your sense of direction. You were trying to separate your rap career from that of your game making career.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. That's exactly what I was trying to do. Because
You were watching out for your pockets.
I was exactly, bro.
Yeah.
I really was trying to do that because there's a cap that you can only go so high as a homeboy rapper, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And there's only so many northerners that are going to listen to your music, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm thinking back then, like, bro, aim for the whole world or aim for the Northern California region. That's not a hard decision to make.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know, I ended up getting, you know, bro, I find myself, you know, sitting next to, you know, back in the day, that, you know, Gato Mas Locos back in the day in San Jose, because we went out there and did shows with him. And then all of a sudden we're at Denny's, I'm sitting between him and, you know, Weddle, Robert Gratton. You know what I mean? At 18 years old. So I kept on finding myself around like NF cats and in leadership, you know what I mean? And they knew who I was because of the music.
Right.
So I ended up just getting way deeper than I ever wanted to go, bro. Way deeper than I ever wanted to go. And all of a sudden, you know, most of the cats that I'm spending times around are all in the regiment. And I'm, you know, I'm getting money. I'm selling more cocaine than I know what to do with.
Right.
So it's like everything that I tried to prevent myself from doing, I just walked it out and ended up there any damn way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It sucks you in, bro.
So you're traditionally, yeah, exactly, bro. I totally get that 100%. So you're traditionally from Richmond,
Yeah.
right?
Born and raised.
Ro had a question. A lot of viewers always ask this question, right? And we get it all the time, right? What is your personal opinion for being there? How did the Sureños get such a stronghold presence out there in Richmond?
Man, there's a lot of cats that live in Richmond that are actually from 18th Street. So a lot of cats migrated up to Richmond. See, back in the day, bro, Richmond had like the cheapest rent in the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? And it was already hood. So pretty much if you want to go somewhere that's unregulated, where they're not tripping off you even having a green card or anything like that, Richmond was the perfect place to go. You know what I'm saying? Just like the mission was from, you know, 18th on down and 16th. But in Richmond, bro, there just had so many Southerners, bro. And then all the homeboys, rather than go put work in on the Southerners to, you know, clear that up and clean that up, all the homeboys was funking with each other over dope, over females, over money, territory, all of that stuff, man. Even in my life, I had more problems with Northerners than I ever had with Southerners, bro. Ever.
Wow. Yeah. That seems like the common trend, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear that more often than not.
Was it like that for y'all too?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Too much betrayal, too much disloyalty, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Things changed once everybody started hiding behind that red on red, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know, whereas before you could man up if you had a personal issue and just go deal with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we don't live that life no more, you know what I mean? So
thank God.
you know, yeah, God bless you on that, man. So
Yeah,
let's take it into where right before you started to have your epiphany and decided to give your life to the Lord, man, because it's an amazing story, brother.
Dude,
I mean, this is what we're here for. This is why we have you here, brother.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. So my life, it became, I mean, unmanageable ain't the word, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ended up breaking rule number one, getting high on my own supply, getting hooked on cocaine. You know, man, shootouts became a norm, bro. I was pimping at the time, you know what I'm saying? Like literally just I had no more morals at that point, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that I never wanted to be, I became, man. You know what I'm saying? And God was tugging on my heart, bro, through the whole time. But you know, the thing that I'm struggling with back then is what's everybody gonna think about me? My reputation. What are the homies gonna think? You know what I'm saying? Like, what about my name? What about all the work that I put in for this? Like, that was honestly the biggest hurdle in my life for me to give my life to God. But man, God like literally chased me down, bro, in my darkest hour, bro. Like literally, bro. Like the night before this happened, homie, like I'm coming down, you know what I'm saying? Like off of, you know, I was, you know, snorting powder. And then when that ran out, I mean, I had a little bit of Chris or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Ended up going back. I was in Frisco, over there on Broadway. And then I ended up going back to, you know, my prostitute's apartment, man. And we're out there and literally I see like black shadows flying around the room, homie. Like now I know them to be demons. Back in the day, I didn't really know what it was. I just knew that there was fear crawling up my spine. You feel me? And I had a banger, but you can't shoot no spirit, bro. So you know what I'm saying? Like I called upon God, man. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Lord, man, like if you're real, man, you know what I'm saying? Like make this go away. And he did. And I was able to finally go to sleep, man. But I woke up that next day, bro. And I went to the bathroom and I washed my face and I looked in the mirror and I didn't even recognize myself, dog. Like I'm looking in the mirror like, man, who am I and what have I become? You know what I'm saying? Like literally like having a conversation between myself and God in the mirror, like, man, who am I, God? And what have I become? Like, how did I get here? How did I get to this point? And literally after I leave the bathroom, man, I go fire up my laptop and that back then MySpace was popping. I know I just dated myself right there, but MySpace was, you know, active back then. And I got a message from this girl, man. And I didn't know if it was an enemy trying to set me up or, you know, I was pimping at the time. So it could have been some work. So I look on her page, bro, and you could put YouTube videos on your MySpace pages back then. And so I clicked play on a YouTube video on her MySpace, and it ends up being a skit about the Lord. And as I sit there, bro, and I watch that skit, homie, like literally my life just flashed before my eyes and my heart just broke, man. And I remember like, I was just like, I don't, in my mind, I was like, man, I don't care what they think. I don't care what nobody has to say, man. Like I got an eternal soul. I got a son to raise. Like, God, I need you, man. I'm going all in. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say a prayer that a preacher told me to pray, but I was just like, God, man, I need you. I'm done. I'm so tired. And I just raised my hands, man. And literally the Holy Spirit invaded that living room, bro. Like invaded that place. And like just the tangible love of God, bro, just melted my heart, man. And I was just like bawling, crying, homie, for like an hour and a half. And man, I've never turned back since, man. I called up a homie. He actually he was from East 7th in East Oakland, but he gave his life to God like 3 years before. He went by Dizzy and Tiny. They were pretty infamous out there. But my boy David Escobar, and he had the same phone number. And I called him, man, and dude, just talked to him for like an hour, man. He just listened to me and prayed with me, man. And bro, he just helped me in my walk, man. And here I am, man, 13 years later. God's been faithful.
Wow, 13 years, brother. 13 years, man. You know, and it could have went a whole different direction, man.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we discussed it, man. You know, I mean, some of the interactions, you know, a lot of people that you were associated with got caught up in Operation Valley Star.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Oh, bro. My bad. Thank you for making me remember that. But yeah, so one of the cats, man, that was literally the big homie, basically, you know, because he had went down for a murder and was already in Pelican Bay for years back in the day. They had killed the tourist in Frisco, you know what I mean? So he was in there for like 11 years. He comes back out and man, bro, like this cat, I knew that he was like on one because I could tell. This is right before I gave my life back to God. I could tell by the way this cat was acting, you know what I'm saying? Like things would come up missing, bro. Like guns would come up missing. People's phones would come up missing when Homeboy was around. You know what I'm saying? And I remember talking to the homies on the block, like, man, watch this cat, bro. So when I got saved, I didn't talk to nobody, bro, for like 9 months, 8-9 months. But I finally reached back out and called one of my homies. And he was like, hey, man, you heard about JT? And I'm like, nah. He's like, hey, bro, go Google Operation Valley Star and call me back. And I literally went and Googled Operation Valley Star, and there I see Jason Trias, the main witness in Operation Valley Star, bro. And I was like,
yeah.
Like, wow, bro. Like this dude was literally in my mother's living room a week before I gave my life to Christ, back to Christ. You know what I'm saying? And I was in his living room the night before.
That's a powerful testimony. That just goes to show that, you know what I mean? Like to the listeners out there, man, that God had your back, man. That God was there, you know what I mean? Because you lived that life, man. You know what I'm saying? I know you didn't have no status, but you associated in those circles. You ran around certain NF members or certain bros out there in the streets, man, and could have easily got caught up just based upon who you were and the influence that you had out there in the streets, man. And so God protected you, man, and that's an awesome story, man. And so I want to talk now a little bit more, and I know Rojo probably has a few questions for you too as well, right? Talk about your rap career now, and let's talk about this new album that just dropped, man. I listened to the first track on your on Facebook, man. That slaps.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, thank you, man.
You know what I mean? We used to push bundles. Now we're pushing Bibles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was digging it, man, and the swag that you had to it, man. People don't know you're rapping just like if you're rapping like you did before previously.
Yeah.
You got more swag now than you did then. I mean, you're coming with some fire, bro.
Bro, I keep it real with you, bro. On this side, I've done so much more than I ever did in my secular career. Like literally, bro, like God has like completely like just taken me to heights that I'd never even dreamed of, bro. Like I've literally been to, other than Hawaii and Alaska, I've been to every single state, bro, and have done concerts and been able to proclaim the gospel, bro. You know what I mean? Like I've sold thousands and thousands and thousands of albums as a Christian, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got so much more support on this side, man. It's like when I came to Christ, bro, I had the attitude, man, like, Lord, I'll clean toilets for the rest of my life, man, if I could just serve you. That's how broken I was, bro. I didn't have this ulterior motive, like I'm gonna come to Christ and I'm gonna have a Christian rap career. That wasn't even in the cards for me. I thought Christian rap was super corny. You know what I'm saying? But bro, like when I realized it, like you can actually do this and you can actually be dope. And so like literally it took me some time, man. Like God had to like kind of like unravel some of the religiosity off of me and tell me like it was cool to like be who I once was and like to have my personality, you know what I'm saying? And once I did that, and once I like went back to the streets, because I do a lot of street ministry and a lot of stuff in the hoods, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I see more fruit and I see the Holy Spirit move more out there for me than I ever have inside of the church, to be honest with y'all. You know what I mean? Like I meet them where they're at. So it's like, dude, like, man, God has completely like given me my dreams. Like every dream that I ever had musically, like God, he like gave me back my dreams when I surrendered my life to him, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
And like now he's literally had me with the elite in Christian rap. Like I've literally done songs with the best Christian rappers there are, bro. You know what I'm saying? And held my own. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? All glory to God. I'm not trying to be cocky or humble, but like I know the gift God gave me, and there's not many people, bro. That I mean, there's nobody that's gonna just out rap me and eat me up. Period.
That's right. That's right.
Period. That's not happening, bro.
I was bet on yourself, brother.
No doubt.
I heard it, man. I heard his new stuff, man. I think I sent it to you earlier, Ro. It slaps. I was like, whoa. I was like, man.
No, you could just see it. You could just see in his face too. He believes what he just said, bro. And that confidence is what makes the. I feel you, bro. I feel you.
That's
you weren't playing. You weren't playing at all.
No, that's that Godfidence, baby boy.
That's right. That's right. Hey, so I got a question for you, man. As far as like, you know, your associates from your past life, you know, before you gave your life to Christ. Yeah. How do they look at you now, man? Do they look at you different? That, oh, he's not with us no more? Do they still show you the same love, being like, do your thing, homie? I mean, how has it been for you?
Bro, I have not had, honestly, from like my real homies, I have not had not one negative interaction.
Good.
Not one.
Good.
And literally, bro, like, I mean, we talk now. Like they hit me to pray for them, bro. They hit me to pray for their families. You know what I'm saying? Like there's been a couple of them that I've led to Christ, bro.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was just in Vegas, you know, last year for my birthday, and one of my other, you know, big homies, you know, from back then that had just got out the feds was out there, and we linked, and it was like, man, bro, like it was just genuine love, man. You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, man, I'm hella proud of you, bro. Like regardless of, you know what I mean, what it took for you to get where you're at, bro. Like, man, this is where you were supposed to be. And like I see that, like this ain't fake, this is real. Like Nate, don't ever go back to what you were, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Good,
like stay on this road, man, because it's evident that this is where you're supposed to be. Like they show me mad love, bro. And even now, bro, like, you know, I even include them in some of my songs, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just talking about stuff and, you know, showing them love and everything, because I want them to know, man, like it's real. Like the real, like we had that real carnalismo, you know what I'm saying? Like at one point in time, bro, like I was really ready to give my life at any given moment for any one of them, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now I feel like I'm an even better friend because now I can go to the throne room of God for you, bro. I not just bust a pistol, man, but I could literally bust the spiritual realm for you. You know what I'm saying? And get them demons off you.
That's right, man. That's excellent, man. Sounds like you already had some good people on your side too. You know, because you get, you know, man, you get in that gang life and you go, oh, these are my homies, they're down for me. Man, your circumstances change a little bit, they're gone, they're talking negative on you, man. I'm glad that's not the case for you, bro. Sometimes it's a rough transition, you know what I mean?
Well, of course, there was some doubters, especially at first. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even know where they are now. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? The ones that count never counted me out by the grace of God, bro, because that was one of the, like I said, one of the things that I worried about. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like at the beginning, and you know, 13 years. I think that's enough time for them to understand that this ain't changing. That this is real. You know what I mean? Like if it was 13 weeks to 13 months, they still might be doubting.
Hey, since you kind of broke into the game with Darkroom Familiar, are you in touch with Dino these days now that you guys are both on the same kind of direction, man? That positivity, that Christian stuff.
Bro, I helped Dino start his church.
Man, that's right. Dino's cool, bro. Me and Flacco were fortunate enough to, like, we've been talking to him and been, you know, associating with him.
Yeah.
But we got to actually meet him face to face the other day, man. It was awesome, bro. That's a real dude, bro.
Pastor David bro, is solid, bro.
Yeah.
His whole family is solid.
Oh yeah, we met the familia, everything, bro. It was man, we felt like we've been there for years, you know what I mean? They embraced us, fed us, all that, you know.
Yeah.
It was awesome. We were out at the church with, I don't know if you've seen our video with his co-pastor, pastor. Yeah. Oh man, it was just cool, man. David's cool people, bro. Yeah. I'm glad you guys are hooked up, man.
Yeah, you should have seen the goodie bag. You should have seen the goodie bag that Rojo took home.
Man, bro.
Man.
They laced the kids up with like 10 pounds of chocolate.
Did they?
Yeah. They gave my daughter the bag and it almost hit the ground. She was like, yeah, it was all love out there, bro. It was good, man. Real good times.
Cool. Yeah, they're good people, man. Like just genuinely, you could tell, bro, that they're real, man. And even
100.
coming from that family, bro.
Yeah.
Like I could see why, you know, why God was really on him when, you know, when that happened, you know what I mean? And honestly, bro, like he's not fake at all. Like a lot of cats thought like he was like just doing that just because he got, you know, caught up, but nah, it just happened to be the timing, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't come straight up, and you know, for the viewers to hear this, man, like a lot of people don't come to God until they need him. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know anybody that was on top and came to Christ.
Right.
Not one person. So most people are only going to come to Christ like when they're when they hit rock bottom and they really need him. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, though. That's true.
So rather than, you know, judge everybody because like straight up, that could be you one day.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And there are a lot of people, man, that have actually, you know, that they've even admitted to me like, hey, man, I'm sorry, man. Like I judged you. I judged you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought that you had did this because of this, but like now I see you're genuine, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry for that, man, you know, because God dealt with me in a very similar way. So
hey, you know, we're starting to run low on time, man. But man, as far as our subs go, why don't you tell them where they can find your music? You know what I mean? Where they can find whatever, however they need to look you up so they can check you out if they're not familiar. Because I mean, we got a pretty decent sized audience, man. So not everybody's gonna be familiar, obviously. But man, throw yourself a shout out, man. Give yourself, you know, give yourself a promotion, man.
Okay, so check it out. On any social media, it's whether it's Facebook or IG or anything, everything is /Illuminate ITW. And the ITW stands for Illuminate the World. That's the name of my ministry and my record label. So everywhere online, you can find me at Illuminate ITW, man.
Awesome.
And even www.illuminateitw.com. Like, and I'm on every single, like Apple Music, Spotify, you name it. Every single platform there is, I'm on it, man. Every single one. You can find me on. Just look at Illuminate, ILLUMINATE, and you'll find.
You got a new album. And you got a new album you just dropped too. Tell everybody about the new album.
It's called PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. So not the stress disorder, but the streets disorder. I'm talking on this album, and I'm being intentional about what the streets did to me, about what, you know, coming out of that life. And, you know, I still deal with things that God is still healing my mind from, and, you know what I'm saying, mindsets and past trauma and stuff like that. So like this album is the realest album I've ever recorded as a Christian. I poured my heart on this thing, man, and it's called PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. So look for it. That's volume 1. I got volume 2 coming in a couple months.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Man, I'm trying to reach cats like us, bro. I'm not trying to go. My message really isn't for the church, isn't for the saved. I don't want to entertain Christians, man. That's not what God has called me for, man. I want to go back, and I don't want to talk to, you know, just like a homie, this, you know, just a square or whatever like that. Like, take me to the leader, because I know once you go for the head, everybody else is gonna follow. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I want to reach the worst of the worst, man, because I know they're really broken inside. I know they deal with what we dealt with. There's no person that has not dealt with that, bro, that lives that life, period.
Powerful. That's powerful. You know what I mean?
Right up.
That's
Thank
real
you for
right
the
there.
opportunity, man. I really appreciate it.
Man, thank you for blessing us with your time, man. I know you're busy working on these albums and stuff, man. We appreciate you, bro.
Yeah,
100%.
I appreciate it too. I've been trying to answer these questions like faster, because I know you guys don't have too long. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, I mean, this is just, you know, off the hip, straight from the hip, off the head today, man. And hopefully,
Hey, we can always run another one too, man, in the future if you think of a couple more things or whatnot,
Yeah.
or we think of a couple more. No doubt, man. It's been a pleasure having you. Any other questions, Flacco?
Man, just what do you have to say to the kids out there that are trying to live that gang lifestyle, man?
Man, I can tell y'all like this, straight up. All the cats that you with, maybe 2 to 4% of them are your real friends and will actually stick with you. But most of them cats don't care about you. The young kids, you go to juvenile hall, I guarantee your homeboys ain't writing you no letters. You're not gonna get a letter. You might get a couple phone calls answered until, you know, their moms and pops put a stop to that. They ain't putting no money on their phones. They're not worried about you. It's out of sight, out of mind. Point blank, period. That's why you want to get back to the street so bad, because you think you're missing something. But you ain't really missing nothing, man. I'm telling y'all right now, that life, the streets don't love you. All the streets are gonna do is eat you alive and hurt your family. They will eat you up and spit you out and throw you back to the people that actually love you, that you ain't done nothing but dog and hurt the whole time, thinking that you're out here on the streets doing something.
100%.
So stop what you're doing and actually open your eyes. Look, the game don't change. Only the players do. This game remains the same, man. You are not special. You're not nobody different. This is gonna eat you alive too, I promise you. So think about it. Think about what you're doing. You're signing up to die, literally. Yeah. When you get jumped in, you're signing your name on that dotted line to give your life for this. So if you're not ready to do that, don't do that. It's okay.
That's the two things we stress, man. This lifestyle, or that lifestyle, our former lifestyles. Prison, casket.
Yeah.
That's it.
Straight up.
You know, there's no retirement plan. There's no, oh, you did 20 years, here's your pension. There's no medical insurance. There's no, you know, there's nobody to keep your mom from crying when you're dead, bro. Straight up.
My mom told me she was just waiting for that phone call, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to go from that to actually being able to lead my mother to Christ 4 months after I got saved.
That's right.
Nothing like it.
Hell yeah. All right, man. We're about out of time, man. Illuminate, man. We appreciate you so much, brother. And all you guys, all you subscribers out there, make sure you check Illuminate out at all music platforms.
Even on YouTube.
Even on YouTube, man. There it is.
YouTube/Illuminate ITW. YouTube.com.
After this, send Flacco all that information, the exact way it's written out, / and all that. I'll make sure it's posted in the comment section of this video and whatnot, so people can check you out without having to think about it. They could just click on it. But man, thank you for joining us, bro. Man, we appreciate you very much. Keep doing what you're doing. We're on the same positivity tip you're on, and
yes, sir.
man, hey, straight up, man, good job, brother.
Hello, brother. God bless 100%. You guys, man. You have a blessed night, all right?
Yes, sir.
God bless you, brother.
All right, man.
All right, gentlemen.
All right.